Today is the 6th of November 2023, and would like to consider the topic transformation. Today will be an introduction. It is a big topic, so I don't know how many series we are going to do, okay, but we will see. Before I begin, thank you very much to everyone who has been watching our videos, okay. If you haven't already, can you please subscribe, share, like, and follow, okay? I'll appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. And if the account is not yours, please ask for permission, okay? Thank you on that. In the comment section, I really write, please follow my notes and scripts, okay? It's maths, and at times a lot of numbers and stuff, okay? So for instance, this is the length 6.4 centimeters. So if you hear 6.4 meters, please go by the notes, okay? Don't just listen, watch the note as well and where the pen is. Thank you very much. In our recap, last lesson, we've been constructing triangles, but last lesson we looked at assuming you've been given 3 sides, no angle, and you are asked to draw a triangle. How do you go about it? Okay, please watch the last video for your recap, but I've brought an example here, okay? Construct a triangle with size 6.4 centimeters. Um, 7.1 centimeters and 3.8 centimeters. Okay, that's what we want to look at. And I said to you that this one, you need a compass and a ruler. Okay, now, so, and I said I would normally do the longer line first, okay? So 6.4 centimeters and 7.1 centimeters is what I went for. So as you can see, here is 7.1 centimeters. So if I zoom in, okay, from the 0 mark, okay, there to 7.1 centimeters, okay, so 0 and 7.1, and then you take your compass, this one, open it up. The next one is 6.4 centimeters. So you open it up from here to, this is 6.5. So 6.4 will be there. So when you open it up, you use your first reference point and draw the first arc. Then again, you use your compass, open it up to 3.8 centimeters. So that is 0. that is about 3.8 centimeters. You open your compass to that length. Reference point B, you draw a second arc. Where the two arcs meet will be your reference point C. So you draw a line, a straight line with a ruler from A to C, and another straight line with a ruler from B to C. You have completed your triangle. And then if you measure, you can see that you've rightly, that is 6.4. Okay. So you can see 6.4. And that will be 3.8. Okay, you can see 0 to 3.8. Then you've done it. Okay, so again, this is a mathematical work with little calculation, which you can do for some few marks. Now, I'll start that today. We are going to draw the X and Y axis and then plot the following points. Okay, I didn't do mine on a graph paper. You can decide to do yours on a graph paper. Okay, so now the point A is 2, 2. So 2 on the x-axis and 2 on the y-axis. Before then, look at my x-axis. They are to scale, okay, by eye judgment. That is my y, that is my x. My title will be plotting points, okay. So yeah, so 2 on the x and 2 on the y. Okay, that is my A. B, minus 2 on x, 2 on y. Okay, so that is my B there. C, minus 2 on x-axis, minus 2 on y. So that will be my point there. D, 2 and minus 2. Okay, so that will be my point D. Okay, Gcse recap, so that will be sure that you understand the plotting of points. Now, today we want to look at the topic transformation. It's a big topic and it involves translation, reflection, rotation, and enlargement. These are the 4 areas we'll look at under transformation. So for example, if for instance this is the position of my pen, okay, and I move it from this position to that position there, okay, it used to be somewhere here and I move it here. In maths, I've translated it, okay, but here we are going to get coordinates on the graph and then we'll translate. So we can have a square or a triangle or a rectangle and then we'll translate it with the instruction we've been given. Okay. Now, this is my pen again, okay, and then I have a mirror in front of it. It will be reflected in the mirror, okay. So that one too, so this is the object. The image will appear in the mirror, okay, but in maths they will give you a mirror line. So you have an object, again a triangle, a square, a rectangle, a quadrilateral, whatever it is, they will ask you to reflect it on, and then they'll give you a mirror line. Okay, we'll do all that. Just trying to explain to you. Now, I can rotate my pen, which is the object, at any angle I want to create a new image. So if you look at my pen, okay, that is the ballpoint and that is the tip. So I can rotate it clockwise in that direction. Okay, that would be 90 degrees, and rotate it again, that would be 180 clockwise. Okay, so the same way you can be given a square or a rectangle or a triangle or a quadrilateral, and then you'll be asked to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise or 90 degrees anti-clockwise or 270 degrees clockwise. Okay, when we come to all that, I will explain. Another one is enlargement. So this is a pen. Okay, there are some apps when you take a photo, you can enlarge yourself, maybe with a scale factor 2. So if I manage to make this pen bigger, twice the size, then I've enlarged it. Okay, now you can be given again these shapes on a graph and ask you to enlarge it with scale factor 2. Okay, so again, if we come there, I will explain. Now, transformation exercises use most of the time graph paper, most of the time, for accuracy. So we are going to look at graph paper a lot. We are going to be drawing stuff on graph paper. We need a pen, we need a pencil, we need a ruler. Okay, and maybe in rotation we might need a protractor, but when we get there I'll show you. The first image you've been given is your object, and what you get after you've done your transformation becomes your image. Okay, also you in an exam you can be asked maybe first to translate and then rotate, or maybe enlarge and then the image translate. Okay, it might not just be one thing. Sometimes it can just also be one thing, maybe rotate at an angle 270 degrees clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, so before you start any translation question, you need to understand what you are being asked before you start answering the question. Okay, these are also topics you can easily do and get full marks on. Okay, so the only thing is you need to be careful. You read the question and do. So for instance, if they ask you to rotate at 90 degrees and you do 180, even though you've done a rotation work, you won't get any marks. Okay, so look at it and see what they've asked you to do. Okay, it's better to take your time. Take 2 or 3 minutes extra. Do it accurately. Get the full marks. Then do it anyhow and lose all the marks. Okay, these are topics you can easily get full marks on if you take your time and follow the instruction you've been given. Now, so let's look at some translation exercises. Before I do that, I need to inform you about stuff. Translation are written, normally written in the vector form. So instead of writing the coordinates as S and Y, as we saw in the starter, they will write it as they'll write it in this form: X on top and Y. Here is an important place. You should be following my notes. So this is in a vector form. So 2, 1 will be written as 2 on top, which is your X, and 1 on the down. Okay. Now, if they give you the a triangle and ask you to translate with the vector 2, 1, what it means is 2 units to the right, okay, and 1 unit up. So with a triangle, you have points A, B, and C. So what it means here is the positive means right, the negative means left. Okay, in the y-axis, the positive means up and the negative means down. Okay, so 2, 1 here in the vector form, okay, means 2 units right and 1 unit up. Now 4, 6 in the vector form is 4 and 6. So here again, 4 units to the right, 6 units up. So you take, assuming they gave you a triangle A, B, and C, so you first take the point A. If they ask you to translate under this vector 4, 6, you take the point A, move it 4 on the graph paper, 4 units to the right, and then when you get there, 6 units up. That will be your new image. Okay, we will look at examples. Now 5 minus 3. In a vector form, it will be written as 5 minus 3. Okay, the question will give it to you as 5 minus 3 for your translation. So here it means each point or each vectors on the image, you are going to move 5 units to the right, and then minus 3 means 3 units down. 7, 2 in the vector form is 7 and 2, which means 7 units right, 2 units up. So the positive on the y means up, the negative on the y means down, the positive on the x means right, the negative means left. That is basically. So 1/8 means 1 unit to the right, 8 units up. So you take the point A, okay, on the shape, do that, do it for B, do it for C, your new point, you join them together, and that will be your image. So you've moved an object under the vector 1/8 to a new position. So that is basically translation. -2 minus 5 means 2 units left. Okay, that will be the vector for -2 minus 5. So 2 units left, 5 units down. When I do examples with you, you understand. So if they say translate from A to B under the vector, okay, it means under this vector, it means if the vector is 2 minus 5, it means 2 units to the right, 5 units down. Now that is to translate from A to B. How about B to A? All you need to do is negate your vector. So now instead of 2 and minus 5, you have -2 and 5. So now 2 units to the left, 5 units down. Okay, I hope you understand that. When we do examples, you understand. Now, under translation, the shape will remain the same and the same size, unlike enlargement. Okay, so the shape will be the same and it will have the same size. The position will change because you are going to use a vector. Even if you have, unless you use 0, 0, then it is not going to change. But if you have 1, 1, it means 1 unit to the right and then 1 unit up. So it's going to change. Okay, you are going to change the position, but the size will not change. Okay. Now, you will get the same image under translation in there. For instance, if you start with A, B, and C, it wouldn't be turned upside down, like rotation. Okay, you are going to get the same, like if you translate this pen to a new point on the graph paper, okay, the tip of the pen will remain as that, and the end of the pen will also remain as that. All what will change is the position. The size will not change. It won't be turned upside down. Okay, you've just moved the image. It's like picking a box from one end of a room to the other end. Okay, now I was considering doing an example, but because it will be our first example and I'll have to talk you through it, I realized that I needed more time for that. So I'm going to stop here, okay, because of time, because we are nearly 30 minutes. And then tomorrow, I might not do a recap on this, or I'll just do a short recap and a short starter. And then we will straight away look at some examples on translation. Okay, and then after that we'll look at the other types of transformation we can do. As I said, these are also nice topics which you can do and then gain the full marks. Okay, thank you very much, okay, for watching today's video. Okay, and also beware of scammers, please. Beware of scammers. Don't fall for them. Thank you very much watching our video today, and I'll see you in the next. Okay, bye. Thank you.